Okay, so we're going to talk work-life balance today, and I don't know if this is an issue or, whatever your feelings might be on balance and whether it's something you can achieve or not. I have just my personal feeling is that um, it's not something you can achieve all the time, but you can definitely feel like you're in balance, even if everything is not balanced. It just means we are, I don't know, how do you say it? That you at least feel things are going on the right path, so to speak. I don't know if you guys think that way. But so 5 things that I'm trying to work on for better work-life balance recently. I figured it's always a work in progress. That's why I say I'm working on them, because they can always adjust, and we're always, changing how we do our routines and our lives, so that way we have to adjust to life, right? So one of the things that I've been working on is consistently meal planning. I have these phases where I really meal plan and everything goes great, and then for one reason or another, I tend to fall off the meal planning wagon, and then I find myself feeling chaotic for dinner, or we start ordering out more, things like that. So I'm trying to be more consistent about it and, meal plan, and I usually do about 2 weeks at a time, because I do my grocery shopping for 2 weeks at a time. So that way we can, I can set the menu for those 2 weeks. I can go shopping for those 2 weeks. And it's been working out pretty good. The kids know what we're going to have for dinner. The husband knows what we're going to have for dinner. And on days where maybe either I'm not feeling well or I'm running a little bit behind due to work or whatever it might be, sometimes they can even chip in. Well, the husband especially, because my kids are still young. But, maybe he can do part of the meal and chip in because he knows exactly what I was planning to make. And then also, I've been able to pre-cook. So sometimes I can cook a little bit the day before for tomorrow's meal, or just plan ahead or do part of it. So meal planning has been working out pretty well for us. Do you guys meal plan? Is that something that works for you? Does it not work for you? Or why don't you meal plan? I'd love to hear it about it. Something else I'm working on to help my balance is a cleaning schedule. And this is something that I did a couple years back, and again, I just stopped doing it. I'm not sure why. But just trying to figure out, on these days we're going to take care of the bathroom. On this day, we're going to make sure that we take care of the clothes and fold and put away all the laundry, things like that. Now that my oldest is 9, she's able to help with a lot of the chores more. My 4-year-old helps too, but, definitely the 9-year-old can help a lot more. So I've been able to assign certain chores throughout the week for them, and we have them on a calendar up in the kitchen, so that way they know each day what their job is, as they call it, their chore. And it helps keep the house maintained, and it helps keep the house clutter-free, which is a big, big help for me, because whenever I see the house just full of clutter, or I know that it's been a while since we cleaned up an area, it starts to kind of like nag at me on the back of my head, and it throws me off significantly. So that's been helpful, to just kind of have a little schedule, to have them help. It helps maintain the house. So I'm trying to keep up with that cleaning schedule. And then the third thing that I'm working on is chunking out my work and my family time. So like I mentioned, my 4-year-old is in pre-K for about 3 hours each day. So I definitely focus on work during those 3 hours. Then he comes home, and I have to kind of chunk out my time, and sometimes, dedicate some time to him, read a book with him, play a game with him, or do an activity with him, and then chunk it out again and tell him, okay, well, now it's some quiet time for you to play by yourself for a little bit while I work on the computer again. And so I have these chunks of work, family time, and then again, in the afternoon when I pick up my daughter from school, then it becomes family time for that early afternoon, evening, when we're doing dinner and the evening routine that everybody goes through. And then perhaps I'll go back to work again after the kids go to sleep, depending on what's going on with my deadlines, or what's going on in general. But sometimes I'll dedicate that time to work again, or sometimes I will spend time with my husband and we, hang out for the evening. So chunks, that seems to be working really well. And I know that it works for a lot of other people. So I'd love to hear if any of this is working for you guys, if any of this helps with your work-life balance, or if you've tried any of these things before. My number 4 thing that I am working on is to just dedicate a little bit more time for me. So, one was the meal planning, one was cleaning and housework, family time, work time. So now, making sure that I have some time for me. And it could be as simple as in the evening after the kids go to sleep, instead of like I said, sometimes it's work, sometimes it's husband, but sometimes it's for me. Maybe he wants to play a video game and I will retreat to our bedroom and watch a little bit of TV just by myself. And that helps, just having a little bit of quiet, having some time for yourself. It could be going out with some friends, whatever it is that you choose to do, but just dedicating some time to yourself. It really helps just kind of bring you back to center, I guess. It really does help. What do you guys do for your me time? Pitch in and let me know. And then the final thing that I'm working on is being flexible, because I could have a cleaning schedule and I could have a meal plan and I can, have my chunks of work and family time, and all of that is great. But we all know that there are curveballs in life and times when things just aren't running smoothly. So being flexible and not feeling like the day fell apart if something didn't go according to plan, or not feeling like, everything is in chaos because we didn't stick to the schedule, or I didn't get all of my work done. Things like that. Just being more flexible. It helps. It helps, and I'm working on that one. That's not something that I'm particularly good at, but I am working on it because I think it's important, and I think it's something that will definitely help in the long run, so I don't add to the stress. You know what I mean? So what kind of things work for you guys? What kind of things help you feel more balanced throughout your days, throughout your week, with yourself, with the family, etc.? I really would love additional tips, because like I said, it's always a work in progress, and I'm always we can always adjust depending on what's going on. So I'm always looking for ideas from other people. What works for you in helping your work-life balance? Let me know. Those were my basic 5 things I'm working on. I'm going to share on the site on modernmommy.com. And I'm going to share them with a lot more detail and a couple of links to some of the meal plans that I have shared before. So be sure to check that out. It's modernmommy.com. And I'm going to share that a little bit later today once I get the blog post up.